Hey everybody, Jason Ellis here, originally from Australia. I moved here to be a professional skateboarder when I was 17, and now I'm going back to Australia to do comedy. Brisbane, or Brisbane, if you're American, September 10th, 11th, September 11th, I'm going to be in Sydney. September 12th, in Melbourne. If you're American, Melbourne. But if you're Australian, oh mate, Melbourne. And then on the 14th, Perth, mate. I met the guy that got eaten by a 16-foot great white there. Get your tickets, Outback Inns. That's not a word. Australians, thejasonellis.com. I'm coming home. Your opinion?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, you know how to box now. We got some sparring over there, and I was like, oh, shit, Ellis, you're like a tank build where you're just going forward. You're like teetering forward.
Boy,
and like everything in life, you're just persistent. I was dancing on you, but you just kept coming forward. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, all right, well, fucking hell. And the only choice was like either to stand ground and just slug it out with you, or I would do what I did, dance and dance and dance. Because your jab comes, your straight comes. Like, I'm like, all right, this guy know how to box now.
Welcome to the show, everybody. My friend and guest is back. It's Jason Mayhem Miller, back in the house, everybody.
Bro, that was old school Sirius satellite intro right there, bro. That was fucking too. Oh my God.
No, you can do it.
Brought me right back.
We're not monetized. I'm the host. We're screwed. But I got questions.
Come on, hit me.
Yeah, I wrote them down.
Well, I got so many questions about that cat, but I'm sure other guests have covered it.
First of all, Guess what this animal is and what it's doing.
I've heard the internet donkeys such as that.
No.
Oh, goat?
No.
Oh, shit. I mean, I'm out of...
it is an animal.
Oh, okay.
It lives in a tree sometimes, most of the time, and it's slow.
It's a sloth ejaculating.
No. Michael, it was a sloth. It's a female sloth.
Yeah, ejaculating.
No, shut up. I mean,
Squirting?
I mean, that's a standard operating procedure.
Look at this guy. He's got jiu-jitsu crazy already.
No, yeah. Anyway, that's a fucking sloth. That's what they sound like.
Let me finish. It's not just a sloth. It's a female sloth. And a female sloth, when they are in mating season,
not yet ejaculated.
It's not when they're having sex. It's before.
Yes, calling out.
They call out. They lie there with their legs open and just scream. And
that explains why I'm sometimes so sexually attracted to sloths.
Listen.
Isn't that interesting, though?
Hell yeah, but everybody figured out. Everybody figured it out. You know what I mean?
It opens her legs and screams.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll be there in a minute.
I mean, dude, that's a Tinder swipe right. You know, it's sloth. What is freaking me out is that I read a book pretty recently that in North America, there were sloths the size of school buses.
Yeah.
What?
I think this was like a like a ice age kind of thing. School bus may be a bit of an...
And guess what?
Maybe the slow kid
Humans hunted them off. Once they figured out they could jump across Asia, the Bering Strait, they just killed everything.
Well, dude, a large meat walking meat.
That's what I'm saying.
That's slow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it. That's our ticket.
They could have had the foresight to pen them up. You know what I mean? They're not going anywhere.
That's
You could
like
have domesticated the sloth.
That's what I'm saying.
that's like
bro.
a prehistoric McDonald's.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just ready to go.
Just bring the kids to the play zone in the ribs.
I wonder, did you see that on TikTok or something? I wonder what female animal has an even more obnoxious.
Oh yeah,
mating
there's
call
got to be
than
some
that.
weird. You know, we can go down a rabbit hole. of
Turtles
National
sound cool when they
Geographic.
jizz.
What's that?
Turtles sound cool when they bone.
Oh, I've
'Cause
only
they're like,
seen that gif. Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen the one where he's hitting it from the back. You know, the turtle
That's the
back,
only way they can do
and then
it.
he like flops over.
There's
You know
no
what I mean?
missionary turtle, dude.
I get it. Well, I mean, I think
pretty brutal.
we can make it happen.
No,
I feel
they
like
just
the
ba-
one
they
on
just
the
back
back
up that shell.
isn't really into it.
Enough super glue. Just fucking stick them together. Listen, I seen them fall back in ecstasy, you know, so
Yeah,
the internet is a beautiful place.
sometimes. Speaking of the internet, did you see the video of Habib?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and.
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov is when he does it like that. It makes me say it right.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Nurmagomedov.
Did you see him at the soccer game where the lady is the host and she goes to shake his hand? He's like, "I don't touch hoes."
Listen, it's a
And then
hardcore Muslim
the guy
thing
goes,
now.
"Homie, I
I know.
understand.
I know how strange it must be to you as a white normal person.
I'm not
Yeah.
white.
Or whatever the hell you call it,
Thank you.
native. So
I'm not.
I'm hanging out with Habibis on the regular. Like I know a bunch of Arabs. All right.
Oh, okay,
A
cool.
Business guy.
I'm
So,
Arab.
so to clarify, you're not saying you hang out with him. You're saying you hang out
I
with
don't know.
people who are similar
Muslim.
to. Yeah, sure.
Muslim mentality.
Yeah.
And it's it's not my wife. I don't even touch her.
Mhm.
I get it. I understand why they do that.
Okay, there's a difference between you guys maybe
I know.
don't
Handshake.
No. Let me finish. There's a difference between maybe you guys don't understand it. I've been around it enough. I understand it, and you guys don't get it. It actually kind of makes sense when they explain it to you. Which one are you saying?
Oh, nah. I mean, look, you can have like an operating system in your mind where this is how you look at the world, and then all your actions are predicated upon that.
Yes.
And that's what, and everybody has that to an extent.
Sure.
Theirs say, don't touch women that are not your wife, you know, and it's
Kind of okay with it.
yeah, I get
I'm
it.
also
Yeah.
kind of okay with they don't drink.
Yeah, I get it.
And I think coming from a place where everybody drinks, when I was younger, if someone said, "Yeah, man, did you know Muslims don't drink alcohol?" I'd be like, "What the hell? That's ridiculous." But now I'm like, dude, how great is alcohol for you?
No, it's
Like,
not.
if none of
yeah.
us ever drank
But
it, would we all be better? Yeah.
It's cultural. It's a
Yeah.
cultural mentality, and you know you can adapt to it. I know
But she should have known.
she should have. You
You know what I
should
mean?
be
Like,
I blame the
educated on
woman.
it, but she also shouldn't be offended at it, and we shouldn't.
Well, she
like,
wasn't offended. She said sorry, but I saw some people attacking him because they're clueless.
Well, there is an argument to be made that part of Islam is adhering to the culture that you live in, and he is there in Europe at a soccer game.
where they
You
shake
know what I
hands
mean?
with women.
Where you do that. You know, he's not mad that she's not. I mean, maybe he is mad that she's not wearing a hijab. You know,
Ooh, wow, I didn't even think of that.
I have a Muslim buddy. His wife's a Mexican lady. She adapted. She wears the hijab.
Nah.
I kind of give him I give him shit about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, but
You broke her.
yeah, well, no, she adapted to this life. She wanted it. All her friends wear the hijab. It's like,
Yeah. Just like Aubrey Marcus's girlfriends.
oh
They
yeah.
adapted to having one guy. And
I'm sorry, I don't know who this is.
it's fair. I just make it a joke. I can't stop.
Sorry. I know I want to be in on the joke,
Guys, like
but I missed the internet for like 5 years.
It's good.
Yeah.
You win. I mean, where you went was not the greatest, but
I know,
not being
I know,
on
I
the
know.
internet, that's not a loss.
I went on a digital detox.
Yeah.
They don't even have dial-up. They don't even have those AOL CDs in jail.
Do you know who the Tiger King is, or was that before you went?
No, yeah, it was right before. It was like
Yeah.
from Tiger King. I
prison.
boom, and then I'm gone until I don't know.
Tiger King's as good as
Trump's
Netflix
back.
was ever going to get.
Trump's back.
He's
The Trump years, the non-Trump years, have been away. Trump got me back.
It must be great to be
Yeah,
back.
welcome back. Our-
Action packed, that's for sure.
Our long
It
national
is.
nightmare is over.
It
You're
was
just
kind of
inside.
sleepy before that.
He's a robot. He's a Chobot.
Wow, you are on the internet now. Fucking unbelievable.
Robot with cancer.
But dude, I got some MMA questions.
Thick. I haven't studied up that much, to be honest, because I've been dealing with my guys on lower level guys, like not lower, but
you helped a guy win a fight.
Yeah.
Knife face.
Knife face.
He does seem pretty cool.
I don't think Knife Face wins that fight without me, to be honest, because he is a slugger and will stand there and slug. That dude that he fought was good hands,
right.
Train at Black House, like beast, like rehydrated up. Like he was big guy. He was a big lanky dude for that weight class.
I hate when
and then Knife Face would have been on, I don't know, with his previous strategy to get in a bar fight. I don't think it works out that good, but hey, I'm not taking all the credit. He did the hard ass work. Cut
did
the
he
damn
use some
weight
of your jiu-jitsu and wrestling?
No, we played it. Every fighter has a different strategy. He has good kickboxing, like a good straight kickbox. He got some taekwondo mixed in there.
Okay,
he has a lot of fancy moves he didn't really do, because I told him, hey, this is a fight, brass tacks. Get in there and fight a technical fight and win. Don't
be flashy.
And then a couple of I'm not going to give away everything, but a couple of techniques that worked, that saved his ass in that third round. Like just a couple of combinations and the mentality. Also in the back room doing certain this guy trains with high-level jiu-jitsu guys all the time. Is a pretty good jiu-jitsu guy. So, dump him on his head, but then here, let's just get back up and make him fight you.
Down there.
Wear him out. And he's bigger, so as the fight goes on, he'll be a bit slower. Right. And so that's what happened. Yeah,
you're a good coach, dude.
Well, I just spent a lot of time thinking about this and done it since I was a little kid. I've done every angle of the fight game, from the bartender at Underground Fights to all the way up to promoting them. You know what I mean? And fighting in them, and it's just I have the experience of every. I know.
You're a bartender at Underground Fights?
Listen, back in the day, I was thinking about, because everyone's all making movies and stuff about MMA, and I'm like, dude, what? Like, they don't even know what really went on back then. Because back then, before it was completely legal, we would have underground fights. We'll black out the gyms. Put what is this called? Construction paper all over the gym windows so nobody could see in there.
I'm more surprised about the bit where you said you were a bartender.
Yes, when I was 19, 20 years old, I was just in the back. And then literally as the bartender, hey, Miller, because I wasn't even Mayhem back then. They're like, hey, Miller, you want to fight tonight? I'm like, yeah. And you got your mouthpiece? Yeah. And I stopped being the bartender and fought that night.
You've been training?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
When did you start training?
Oh, you mean seriously?
No.
Oh, no, not seriously. Okay. When I was 6 years old, it took me to Taekwondo class.
Oh, wow.
And I was kicking everybody in their hogu so hard that they had to put 2 kids against me.
At 6.
They were just having fun. They realized that I was strong enough to to get everybody off of me. And so they're like, oh, here, you try these 2 little kids against Miller. And then, so I showed a proclivity for the for martial arts early on, but then life gets in the way, whatever, you do all that, and then a lot of that experience came in street fights as a little kid. Sort of the neighborhood was pretty tough, and it was one of those things where you figure out trial by fire. And then later on, when I was 15, I was wrestled a bit, but man,
in school,
yeah, but that singlet was not working for me. I was like, that's too weird, because I was a kid in the South. It was I don't know. To me, that didn't make any sense. I didn't get caught with the fever. So
the ear helmet.
Yeah, you look like such a, you know what I mean? It didn't look tough. But then somebody got me on to jiu-jitsu. I told that story a million times, where the guy let me see the magic of jiu-jitsu. And so I was 17 when I got serious. 16, he showed me that summer, and I was like, oh man. And then I started trying to find some place to really train, and life took you into that thing. Then I went back to wrestling because I was already doing wrestling a bit, but when I started taking it seriously, I really got good at it in the senior year of high school. And then so that, I really got into wrestling specifically because
has there really not been a movie about underground?
No, but they're always getting it wrong.
Bad.
Yeah.
That's literally it's Bloodsport meets Fight Club meets Roadhouse.
Listen, I got to tell you,
Roadhouse does the worst.
Some of those movies are not for us. I seen those movies, some of them. They're for little kids.
Yeah.
You got to look at it
It's
like
Hollywood.
that. Yeah, it's Hollywood. Yeah.
But there's a way to split the difference. And I feel like most of the really, really good movies that have a lot of fighting, like John Wick is Hollywood.
Yeah, John Wick is sick with the
But one of the
stunt
reasons-
He's
coordination.
a cool
Yeah.
judo and stuff.
But one of the reasons,
That's an
presumably, why
homage
it's
to martial arts.
But
yeah.
presumably, there's a right and a wrong way to use realistic, right? People don't want totally realistic.
Nah,
they want
nah.
people to do superhuman
Yeah,
shit.
yes.
But when it's totally unrealistic, then it's for kids. So there's some kind of magic blend of
You're
real
right.
and unreal.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I think that's with anything, right?
Yeah.
It's for, I guess in Hollywood, the business is that they get the script, right? And this could be some guy's vision of gritty, whatever. But
Yeah.
then they go, no. We got to juice this up for the families. We got to, make this kind of fancier, make this cartoonish.
It's also the untrained eye. If
Yeah,
you do, you've got to do, like in the 80s, it's block punch.
I
Punch.
know.
There's like Clint Eastwood movies where it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But then the more we watch fighting in Hollywood,
Yeah.
the more the average person kind of, the UFC's everywhere. There's boxing everywhere.
Yes.
People are now kind of familiar with
Yes.
arm bars and triangles and whatever. Like the average person's like, yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
So now, John Wick can do judo tosses and the gunplay also, because he's a little slow. But
I remember that movie SWAT. It was like the first time it really showcased
Lil Cool J in
jiu-jitsu. Maybe, yeah.
Or was it Samuel Jackson?
really did.
Seriously.
It was Samuel
It
L.
might have
Jackson.
been
I think it was. Both of them were
Really,
in that movie.
Wait, there's a SWAT where
think it
LL's
was-
in it.
Oh, no, it's both wrong. It was Sherman Moore.
Oh, man, that's not true.
No,
No,
that's,
dude,
a,
you're
t-
doing
that's,
the wrong
that's, a
thing.
t- that's a TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
LL
that movie.
Cool J.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
Samuel.
And Samuel.
Ah, you're
so
both
suck a
right.
butt, I was right.
You're
Both of them
right.
were in it.
And you guys totally forgot about Oliver Martinez.
I think that was
I still
Samuel
forgot about
LL
Oliver
Cool Jackson
Martinez.
J.
Who the hell is that?
Bro, somebody photoshopped that guy. I want to hang out with him.
He's like a black vampire.
He does.
He's
He's
like,
aging in reverse.
yeah, dude, he got pasty. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about the UFC, Sean
great.
O'Malley and Marab.
Man, look, that might be more of the
Because
same.
I feel like that's like, because I seen you on, what's the other MMA show with Rampage? And
yeah.
and the
Jackson,
other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're talking, I'm like, I see just clips. I don't really watch podcasts. I'm too busy.
Yeah, I know.
But I see clips and I'm like, yeah, man, like your input on fighting, it seems like more like I believe you. Like some of the other people's opinions, I'm like, man, well, shut up.
I know, yeah. Well, I'll give a thought out, reasoned opinion based on research and like data collection. Like I go, okay, well, what do I know about this guy? What are factors? And I have a lot of experience in like I said, all aspects, doing the game, coaching the game, watching champions get their belts strapped around them, from the corner. Like I've seen it, and I've seen what it takes to get there. And the betting world will argue and they'll put a lot of propaganda out just to make money. Like they'll say that they'll hype one guy up because they know that everyone will put money on him.
All right.
And that's just the nature of the beast.
So,
without giving too much.
I always thought in the first fight, I've always had the opinion if the guy's a really good grappler and you're a really good striker, the odds are the grappler's going to win.
over a long enough time.
Because you get close to him and then you got to do the thing that he's the best at. Like, I don't know, like Anderson Silva might be the only one I ever seen where he will punch you and you will go for a takedown and he will not be there for the whole fight. I'm like,
But even him, elite wrestler, got him down. Chael Sonnen,
Right.
Like got him down.
And that was,
you know what I mean,
that
for
was
most
lucky,
of the fight. And
that
he
was-
threw the Hail Mary.
That was a lucky triangle.
Ain't no such thing as a lucky triangle.
Okay,
you know what I mean. You
but it
wear the
was like
guy
fifth
out.
round.
Part of a triangle. Look, the way fighting is now with a 5 round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 5 minute round. Excuse me. And a rest. The way that goes, a triangle's hard to hit. Back in the day, when it's like you had to fight for 10 minutes.
Nobody knew posture, mate.
No, I mean, yeah, exactly. But not just that. You wear a guy out, and then a triangle happens. That
Because they
Chael
are so
Sonnen was
tired.
supremely conditioned, so
He had to wait.
He had to wear it, keep trying and keep trying, keep it postured broken, because there's all these little muscles in the back and in the shoulders and in the arms There are all these muscles that, look, they wear out. No matter how conditioned you are, there's a limit to how much glycogen they can burn and they can work. Eventually
it's like when you wrestle and you're like a stand-up guy and then you get him off, and when you get back into the middle of the cage, you're like, I have spaghetti arms.
Yeah. So eventually, and like I said, Chael's so well conditioned that it took until minute 24 that he finally fell into it. But there's a limit to how much you can do. And the way that the rules are now, it gives a guy a chance to like, and like you get your fucking body back to,
1 minute.
Yeah. 1 minute rest. You got a minute to like your blood can just go back to, cycle, and you can get rid of waste products. That's why you get like a second wind sometimes. Yeah. Because, suddenly your body just flushed out all the junk.
That's when I'm good.
Come alive.
If I get to that.
Well, it's so funny that you say that, because my theory on warming a guy up for a fight is make him go ballistic so that his blood gets all the way up. And then now you're on your basically second win.
Dude, I think that's such a good idea, because that last fight I had, King of the Cage, I did not warm up good. I raced cars that day.
Biggest mistake.
And then I showed up and hit pads for a couple seconds. And I remember, dude, it was maybe like 2-3 minutes in the first round where I was like, I am done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the first round.
Like I encourage my guys to like, put jabs and make some space and kind of let off the guy and shake your arms and like
O'Malley does that.
Big breath in, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the fight, while he's still
O'Malley
in front of you,
does that a lot.
But shake him off, and like relax your neck and take a deep breath, and then now snatch up and get right back to work.
Yeah.
It's like you need that. You need that. A big stealing a breath is the concept. I always talk about with the guys, like if somewhere during like a scramble and something, you can like steal a breath. If you're going the whole time, you're gonna run out. But if you like get around to you're blocking, he's hitting you, you can go.
That's a pro. When you're in the heat and you can take a breath while you're like moving and parrying, that's
why I say steal it, so the guys get in their mind like, shit, I can either get one while I can.
In a clinch and a boxing thing, I do that all the
Big
time.
Big breath in, but you got to be careful, because the guy fucking tags you in the stomach while you're
taking a relaxing breath.
You're fucked.
Yeah. So tell me, the first fight, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I love O'Malley's striking. I think it's awesome. But I'm like, this guy is a grinder who just like won't stop, and he will get that dude down.
Yeah.
I wasn't that surprised by the way it went. But then when I hear O'Malley's talk about this and that, and I was like, he rewatched it. I rewatched it. I was like, okay, you did hurt him and he didn't hurt you. But he still won, like, for sure. He won that fight.
In the later rounds, it's like O'Malley figured out where this guy was stepping wrong. And then suddenly this guy was stepping wrong because he just worn out.
He's a terrible striker.
I know.
Like, it's kind of amazing
not
how
terrible. Well,
dude, he looks
okay.
Okay, maybe not.
I'll disagree only because
bad is all I'm saying. Like,
it's
style.
It's not. You don't have to have a refined striking ability if you have this like few tricks to keep it into like wrestling world,
right?
And he does a good job of like throwing a straight punch and a hook, like to keep him in front of him, and then missing and shooting like a high crotch, which is like so hard to deal with. Where it's like, okay, I missed your jab, and the normal thing is a guy grabs and double legs you, but he's like missing the jab and just throwing his hand so far up your crotch that you're like, now you're standing on 1 foot.
Right.
And how are you supposed to get a good punch if you got 1 foot up in the air?
Right.
You cannot. So he just starts bulldogging you around the cage, and then eventually you run out of hops.
And he can eat a shot too.
Yep. And look, I don't know, man. O'Malley hurt him pretty bad with the body shot, which is surprising because that guy looks like a Hulk. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like he got like 6 foot of muscle between his liver, but nope, Sean hurt him. And so that's what makes the fight interesting. I think people got a bad taste in their mouth because that last fight wasn't like a crazy knockout or anything. Yeah. But I thought the fight was pretty good. Like, it was like badass fight. I watched it like with some people who didn't know MMA, and they understood like because I was telling him like, oh, look at this, he's slamming him down and explaining to him, and they were pretty pumped on the fight. They were comedians, like old comedians that weren't into it at all, and they kind of realized how tough what Merab did was.
So what do you think about the next time they fought?
I would like to look. His coach is really smart. What's the
Which
guy's
one?
name? The redheaded.
Yeah. O'Malley's coach.
Yeah. What's his name?
I don't know, but he's a fighter too.
He was a fighter. He's a pretty clever coach. I can't imagine it's going to go the exact same way.
No,
but
I think O'Malley saw something.
Maybe. I think that he can touch him. He hurt him. He hurt him a couple times in that fight for sure, because of this striking discrepancy.
Right.
He, like I said, was talking about this simple ass wrestling striking that's effective. Is not gonna really,
if he can stop that one thing, then he's got to stand with him a bit longer. And I think standing with him a little bit longer that's not good.
But there's gonna be a correlation there. If it's like, they're doing stand up for more than half the fight,
Yeah, that's his fight.
It's his fight. He's gonna dance around and kick out. I think that defending this shot, because he's a southpaw, right? And then defending this shot,
which is a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm talking about Merab, right?
Oh, okay.
So finding this lead underhook and a frame on his face and dance away, and then pushing that teep kick, pushing that rear teep kick that he does. I think that's the one.
Too.
It's a good one, but and I don't think Merab, because when you're wrestling a guy and you're in southpaw and this guy switches to northpaw suddenly and then throws one right up the middle, you got to worry about this guy throwing a knee in your face, a kick in your face.
Yeah.
It's like difficult to get in on a shot.
And that's a guy that can do either one of those, and you don't know until it's too late.
And then coming with his straight.
He did land a knee.
He did.
He kneed him in the face.
Exactly. So it's going to make it a lot more dangerous for him to try those takedowns. And I think, I don't know, everyone's talking to an ankle injury. He did look a little plodding in that fight.
Yeah.
They were saying that. And I did.
If anybody needs their ankles in a fight, it's him.
O'Malley needs to dance, man. He needs to dance. So I don't know if they're going to put some tape on that thing or whatever, but he needs to.
He does have bitch ankles.
This guy, I wish the market would just let O'Malley turn to 170 and like fight. Yeah, like a big, huge O'Malley would be way more fun to watch because he will knock dudes like crazy.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just be big.
He could just
instead of
take a break,
be the strongest.
Do like a
skeleton.
Do a movie.
That's what I mean.
Do the Conor McGregor thing. Look at me eating potatoes. They're just smacking people, dunking them stupid because he doesn't smoke weed anymore.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I reckon that
he
helps.
He looks kind of bummed out though.
Yeah, it's depressing.
every
I hated it. Started not smoking weed.
He's looking tough and angry,
but it makes you better, dude.
Yeah, good.
I can tell from skating because I'm older.
Yeah.
And, I mean, skating is. I've always been high my whole life.
Yeah.
And then when I was skating and I was being high with Tony, and then I quit the weed and everything. And then I started skating with Tony again, still same, like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. And I could see, because in skateboarding, you don't look at where you're going. You look like, it's kind of like fighting where you just use peripherals.
Yeah.
You see everything. I look in the middle, but I see everything. And I could tell no weed. My peripherals went from here to here.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was depressing.
Because you're not using so much bandwidth on other stuff.
You were in your prime with these peripherals.
Listen, but
and I could feel my foot moved. I could feel that it moved. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because last month, nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. When I was
trying to talk young guys out of smoking weed is like part of my plan. Like, it's like, I have to, it's part of my life.
Yeah, I blame the Diaz brothers for that.
I know.
So many fighters tell me, oh, man, I started hanging out with Diaz brothers. Weed, man, just like makes the pain, makes it easier. And I'm like, you know, it'd be better, right? Like, take the pain and be completely sober. You can't, like, it's different. I won't have an opinion if I haven't done it. I smoke weed, be real. And he's like, you good? I'm like, you good? He's like, yep, Jesus Christ. You smoke as much as me. And I'm like, yeah. And I skate and I do all these other things. You just rapping and high? probably good. Rapid skateboarding high, it's not as easy. That's like, fuck off. It's not as easy.
Like Louis Armstrong played the trumpet, I hit that bong and break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops, come and try to snatch my crops.
One of the greatest of all time.
Sorry, I do that in the gym all the time.
Dude, my cardio.
That's the big one.
There's a cardio from the you can't start. Oh no, I do edibles.
I know.
I did that one time. I did no weed at all for a fight, and I was the best I've ever been.
Wow.
And then I was like, I'll just smoke a vape pen right before the fight, or I'll do some edibles. And I'm clearly not as good. And also, when you hit me, because my cardio's not as good, I don't come back as quick.
Clean body.
Yeah,
That's the way.
It just does it, dude. So who you got,
dude? I think Marab will have a slight edge still.
Yeah.
But, O'Malley is, we all wanted to see that, huh?
I just want, and this is no offense to wrestlers, but I want all wrestlers to lose because you're boring. And I know you're not. I know there's technique and power and cardio and it is amazing what you do. But when dudes stand up, boom, and knock you out, I'll pay for that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm more into it. That's all.
Yeah. The market says that, that
people are getting sick. The UFC is bad. Well,
I think
not bad. It's not as good.
Matchmaking. That's what it comes
Just
down
nobodies. And a bunch of people that can't speak English and they hold you up against a cage. And then the guy goes, he said he is happy. Shut the fuck up. Like,
the cornerman, translator?
I hate the translators. Get a better looking translator. Like, get some chick that's kind of cute or something. I know like Habib's not going to be cool with that, but just get somebody
I
that's
just like the old Patty Tim.
Get some cute chick, and then get some dude that Habib will speak to that will speak to the chick.
Hell yeah.
She's like 10 feet away. So I got another question for you.
All right, great.
I got a DM the other day from BKFC.
Oh, yeah, bare knuckle.
Yeah. Like, would you be interested in a fight?
Yeah.
Because I was talking to Jessica I. She's fighting for BKFC.
Yeah.
She was like, would you take a fight? I was like, yeah, well, if the money's right, I'll take a fight. Like, I always wanted to have one more fight, and that's a manly way to go out right there. Yeah, and I'm dumb, like I'll scrap. And I remember, like this comedian dude always wanted to box me, Lewis, and it was like, yeah, like I'll fight you because I was like, I'll have one more fight, and a part of I can't lie, I'm gonna win that real easy. And I'm old, and I was still smoking weed, and I was like, I don't want to get, I mean, like this is one where he's kind of clowning me, and his fans are like, you couldn't, and I'm like, dude.
I know. Yeah.
If we really go, like, you don't know where I come from and where you come from. No offense, but you got to be shitting me, dude. Like, I will fucking eat you.
Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah, he's a good dude, but
he's cool. He's funny, but
yeah,
but I never seen him boxing.
Watch his sparring. He's shadow boxing, dude.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Cool. Oh yeah. But he's like, yeah, I can take it. I'm like, I don't think
you
could. I don't think you can.
I don't think you can. I mean, it's good. Go ahead. Yeah, I think you can.
It was an easy fight. But
you guys fought already?
No.
Well, we did. Like I said, 5 years off the internet.
Yeah, no, we boxed for 1 minute once, and I beat him, but I was,
you get it.
And I wasn't training. I was like,
you came off the couch with the bomb load,
dude. I had like 5 shots of kratom, smoked like 10.
Kratom,
yeah.
I missed that whole
kratom
thing
takes
too.
the cardio in another level. Like you get your heart rate up, you immediately feel like you're gonna vomit.
Yeah,
and I'm like, cool. But anyway, this is a better way to go because it's a real guy.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to put me up against a guy, like a fighter.
Yeah.
No offense to Lewis, but like a guy
I know,
had fights.
Yeah.
And it's bare knuckle. It's pretty ballsy. So I'm contemplating, and it's 205 because I don't think I can make 185.
No.
I got a little more meat there.
A little bulky fucking Ellis. Fucking bulldog Ellis.
I know, but I'm kind of interested in it. I wanted to get your opinion.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, you know how to box now. We got some sparring over there, and I was like, "Oh shit, Ellis, you're like a tank build. We're just going forward, you're teetering forward,
Well,
and like everything in life, you're just persistent. I was dancing on you, but you just kept coming forward. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, all right, well, fucking hell. And the only choice was like either to stand ground and just slug it out with you, or I would do what I did, dance and dance and dance. Because your jab comes, your straight comes. Like I'm like, all right, this guy know how to box now.
In today's rapidly changing workplace, HR must evolve beyond its outdated, compliance-driven role into a dynamic force for building thriving, human-centered cultures. If you're an HR professional interested in revolutionary change, then the HR Renaissance is your essential roadmap. Jason, you've got some experience with HR professionals.
Yeah, one time they called me and fired me.
There you go.
Yeah, they were like, my boss was like, hey, HR's on the phone with you. And I was like, HR, who's that?
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, man, you're fired.
Mm.
I was like, oh.
Well,
But I'm sure they were nice people.
a person by the name of Jathan Genove, an organization development consultant and executive coach, brings his knowledge and practical insight to help HR leaders. Maybe
He probably knows how hard it is to be picked on at school when your name's Jathan.
that's right. Maybe the lady who fired you needs to read this book. Maybe next time she wouldn't do something so stupid like firing.
Yeah,
you.
man, she blew it, you know?
Design a workplace where trust, respect, and appreciation flourish. Unlock employee potential through innovative, people-centered strategies. Improve hiring and promotion and firing practices. Minimize harassment by focusing on civility versus the law. And become a catalyst for constructive organizational change.
Make necessary changes in your modern business world. I would pick up a copy of the HR Renaissance today. Oh man, I got moves. I just don't use them unless I'm feeling real cardio. Because I'm smart. I'm like George Foreman in his older days.
Exactly.
Where I'm like, I can bounce.
Yeah.
And then when I don't need to, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't burning out, dude.
Yeah, good.
I'll soak up some shots. And then I'll come at you with the flurry, take a deep breath.
But you understand if you take a bare knuckle boxing fight, it's a very different strategy.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
You
But
can't
no, but
wait.
also
And there's a clinch
there's
thing.
some clinch stuff that you got to work on.
That's what I told him. I was like,
Okay.
I need some time to learn that clinch.
Hang on dude's head and
Yeah.
move, because I seen it. I seen how the matches play out. They're not like, you have a good classical boxing style at this point, and moving around.
I can move. I got head movement and stuff.
move, and your
But still, you
your
can't wait to
skateboarding
get.
skills have developed into good footwork.
Yeah.
You look like you're riding a skateboard. You're
Yeah.
hopping around good. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. I was like, oh, I could see the skateboard style inside the boxing
Oh,
ring.
I'm standing sideways for life. So yeah. There's no way out now.
Oh yeah, but did you notice too? And I saw you like have like a look on your face, like, because now I'm goofy foot.
Yeah, I almost went
You're
southpaw
confused.
for you
Why?
because just to fuck with your head.
But why?
Well, that's why I didn't. Because I can
It
do.
wouldn't have helped you, but
I can do southpaw for like 3 punches.
yeah, I know.
And then I know
I've been
get
doing
back.
it for so long that it's just like
When did
another
you start doing that?
like 2011
Why?
for funsies.
Yeah, cool.
And then but then it just developed. And also because I wanted like a little secret something to hit guys with, but then it developed. You know, it's like that
Yeah.
movie that totally did that movie, and I was already doing that where
What
I had
movie?
just the movie Southpaw. Spoiler alert: the whole thing goes up to a crescendo where he suddenly turns southpaw for one moment,
Yeah.
and then hits the guy with a straight left. I think.
Wait, the movie made you go southpaw?
No, I
Oh.
already was doing it,
Oh.
and then that movie was like on. I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" And then I guess the whole point of the movie was that it only takes one moment for you to do something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To change your life.
Yeah, because if you hit somebody in your regular stance and they're in the heat of battle, you switch,
Mm-hmm.
they might not know it.
Yeah, no, they
You
don't.
know, like
they
you
don't.
won't-
No, they don't. People don't notice.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is that developing a southpaw stance, for the big thing is how to get your jab. Because if you've done like right hand punches the whole time,
Yeah.
like it makes a kind of this heavy motion,
Yeah.
and a jab is a totally different thing. You have to like turn
Gotta
that
refine
thing.
that thing, man. And if you haven't
Totally,
been
totally.
doing it with the
And
other
it takes
hand,
a long time to
Yeah.
figure that part.
it takes
that
as long as
one
it did
thing.
for the first hand to learn how to do
And
it.
then next, the most important thing is defense.
That's
Because it's so hard when your feet are backwards to like roll and slip the right way
That's why
until you figure it out.
That's why I have 3 punches and then I go back to my regular stance. Because
Yep.
after I throw my 3 and you come at me, I need to get back into regular stance so that I can defend myself.
Okay, yeah.
Because for
So-
some reason I go, duh,
I know. No, it's
in the southpaw.
No, you have to develop that. You're something like you grow the branches of your brain that take over that motor.
It's same skateboarding switch.
Yeah, but I'm
People skate
I'm
switch.
sure when you initially went switch, it was difficult.
still, I'm
I see.
not good at it.
Of course.
But there's people
But
like
you have
Bob Burnquist. Bob Burnquist
course.
can do every trick switch that he can do
Some
regular.
people are naturally ambidextrous more than others. Like,
I think it's practice.
What about that whole thing? And I'm sure
It's Bucky Lassick.
Yeah,
Dude, that
I
guy
remember
is
him
almost
now.
as old as me. That guy can do switch fronts. He can do a line where he does like switch invert, switch fronts at invert, switch backs at air, switch like every.
To him, it's just the same thing. Yeah.
It's not the same.
Or
but
he can code switch. You know what I mean? Shift to a different mentality.
Fucking super impressive. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like not as people aren't like they were like yeah, and I'm like yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not as high or it's not as like flashy, but I'm like he can do every
He's
trick.
a skater.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. He's like the best.
Well, that's
guy.
how I feel about Merab Devlashevsky.
Right. What really?
Not very beautiful fighting style. He's not going to sell Ellis a ticket, but I think that him shooting that fucking
Him
high
getting knocked
crotch,
out, I'll buy a ticket.
hey, it's a possibility. I think fucking old Sean man. I want to see who Sean did his wrestling camp with. I need him to have a fake meatball Merab in his camp the whole time.
You should go to Dagestan for 2
That's
years.
what I'm saying. Forget.
Man, if I was young, I would go.
What? Oh, to Daggy? Yeah,
For 2
me too,
years,
dog.
forget.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I never went to Thailand. I said I was going to. I mean, I
that
never
seemed
went
cool too.
for training. I went to Amsterdam to train.
Who's the
Holland.
black guy that got real good and then Poto beat the crap out of him?
Oh, sorry, man.
No,
again,
what's his
I
name?
missed that one.
No, the
Yeah.
like,
Oh, okay. I'm getting it. Oh, you're talking about Israel Adesanya?
no.
Oh, Poetan.
Yeah, Peloton. He fought who's the black guy?
Man, I'm running out.
He's
Samuel L.
like 300
Jackson.
pounds, and then he lost all the weight. Good, seemed like a nice guy.
See, man, you're
fought-
getting down deep into
You
my
might have been
internet hole.
Yeah, you might have
Yeah.
just about to come out.
Exactly,
right when
yeah.
he won.
Sorry, man. Trump
Who's the
wasn't
guy?
back yet.
Okay. Who's that?
You gave no
Tim
fucking clues, Ellis.
What are you talking about? Tim Welch, by the way, was the name of the trainer you were trying to
Tim
recall.
Welch
The
is
former
great.
fighter
He's
with
badass.
Thank
Sorry,
you, Michael.
Tim. Sorry,
That's
Tim.
a while ago.
Hype over here.
Now I'm going to need you to at least spell the one name. So Peloton fights a guy who shoots with
Peloton, not fucking Peloton.
Okay, lightweight heavy championship fight
Yes.
against Peloton versus black guy.
Jared Kushner.
Nah.
Carmichael.
Gerard.
It's I think his first name starts with a K, but he fought. Do Peloton's lightweight defense.
You keep saying Peloton.
What's his real name?
Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
Pereira? Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think I know who you're talking about, and I'm on the right
He
track.
went to Thailand and came back with crazy like front foot bouncing Thai style and beat the shit out of a lot of people. And now it's a little bit. It's more MMA. He's less Muay Thai. Less Muay Thai. But he lived there and came back, and that was the one guy where everybody goes to Thailand. Great, they come back, they get some elbows. Cool. He was the best.
I know who you're talking about now. He trains down there at Jackson, right?
Yeah,
Is that the same guy?
And he was like,
Khalil Roundtree?
yeah, Khalil Roundtree.
Bro, that was you described that. All you had to do was say,
Khalil Roundtree?
yeah.
Well, I hit my head a lot. I'm surprised I know who you are.
He went to Thailand. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. He's
And he
badass.
came back with the bouncy
He's
front
fucking
foot.
badass.
He's
I hope he
awesome.
becomes a champ. You know what I
He
mean?
ain't gonna, but
Why?
Because
I think he can, bro. He's tough.
he got slapped.
He
got slapped.
slapped about what?
He got beat.
So what? By Alex Pereira, one of the best kickboxers of all time?
Yeah.
Fuck that. If I'm training Khalil Roundtree, he is fucking fucking that guy for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Then when he's tired, now fucking knock him out, Khalil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
bro,
did
he
rock
can
him.
do it. He could do it.
He
I
spinning
figure
elbowed
like
him.
this guy, bro, nobody turned. Look, he looks like a fucking little middle linebacker.
Yeah.
So why don't he got a tackle on him? Why don't he got a tackle? You have the fucking sled.
It was
I know
dumb.
for a fact that he pushes that sled with probably fucking 500 pounds on it. Okay? So if I get Khalil to go, oh, here's a jab. Here's the floor. You know, I think it would be
And
like a whole different, he would be a different fighter. Yeah. And then people will boo in the first round. I doubt it because we love that guy so much.
I ain't booing you if you wrestle that guy.
Performance. You know, he got his fucking face all cut up. It was still there, still showing up. You know what I mean? Oh, it's another round. Here I am. Fuck you. I'm going to keep trying to win.
Yeah.
You know, there's something in fighters where they got a heart like that. They win the whole goddamn crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, people love him. I love him. I think he's awesome.
But a single leg to double leg transition. No, push him on the fence and pick him up and fucking send him, you know? He has the physical ability to do it, but not the coaching staff probably, I don't know. Or maybe he did go to Thailand.
Fight, dude.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to stand with this guy.
I know.
I'm like
and we respect
one,
that.
Why would you say that? And two, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, it's the guy.
That was his training camp. He expected, when you put all your effort into learning Muay Thai at the level that he has, you know, you're going to use that training. I just think that it's smart for his long-term career if he puts some wrestling in there, you know, and I think, and clenches, like body lock to double leg, you know, body lock.
Just a little bit for Pereira, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of wrestling.
No. I think that every martial artist should have like a bag of tricks where you can kind of do something to everyone. Like this guy's he's out kickboxing me. Fuck. Here's a double leg and here's some jujitsu. He's fucking jujitsu guy. Oh, here's a front headlock and here's a get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
You know,
mix it up, get him thinking.
Yeah. I mean, no. What I mean is that they're athletes. These athletes now that are getting into the sport are at the level such that they could kind of be who they want to be. That's what the game's turned into, where you got guys who are amorphous,
well-rounded.
Well-rounded and has like a solution for every problem. By the time now, kids have been training since they were God blessed 4 years old. You know, in some cases, they're gonna be well-seasoned professional mixed martial artists by the age of 22. So, you know, my advice to the little kids is like, don't get blinders into one art. You know, don't be a kickboxer only. Learn to wrestle. Wrestling is cool because you win fights with wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it's the number one thing.
But this always happens, man. It's ebb and flow and ebb. The sport is not a static thing that exists. This is MMA. It like grows and breeds and dies off, and you know it goes back and forth and morphs into a new thing. And you know, now the Dagestanis kind of got everybody's number because everybody like forgot how to wrestle because nobody cares about wrestling. Everyone wants to get that knockout.
Yeah.
Now you know they're taking our lunch. Maybe we're going to learn to wrestle.
It's hurting the UFC's money though.
Yeah, and they're not shaking hands with our women.
And they're not that exciting either.
I don't know. Everybody gave Khabib a pass.
That's your eye.
Well, everybody gave Khabib a pass.
He sucked. What? I don't care. I'm not saying he's a bad guy or anything. He seems like a cool guy, but like blue balls, like bang, dude, let's go.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like sometimes he would finish people. And that was cool, or you know, when he told, he's like, "This, I must have belt you don't understand." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." He like talked to the Jackson guy while he beat him up. That's pretty cool. But also, I liked it when he punched you in the face in the first round.
Who? Jackson?
Yeah. Wait.
Conor McGregor, right?
No, the black guy.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm going with black guys a lot right now, and I don't know names, but
Cannoneer.
Nah.
God damn it.
Wait, dude, it's the same weight as he fought Habibi.
Yeah. All right.
And he pieced him up in the first round, and then Habibi put him on the ground and was like, "You don't understand. This is my belt. This is I have to get my belt." And no disrespect, but you should probably tap.
Yeah.
And then he Kimura'd him and didn't break his arm. Like he was like,
but he could
just and he said it like he's like the guy has a family like that, which I was like, that's really cool, but also boring.
All right, I hear you. Yeah, I'm more into a ground and pound if you're going to be on the ground. Yeah, I think he did an all right job at that.
But, he's real good at that.
Yeah,
Michael Johnson.
Yep,
there you go.
You said who?
Michael Johnson.
Oh yeah, he's badass.
He was still going
good,
which is crazy because he's had a little bit of a comeback. He won the last fight he had.
He's
on the chopping block.
Yeah.
So I think he's like,
look, I hope they fire him. I'll pick him up. Let's see, give him a job.
Like an announcer or something?
Nah.
Give him a fight?
Yeah.
Right. I know, but how much longer,
Right. I mean, look, we all love him. Yeah, I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hope the guy gets, when you put that much work in and entertain the masses the way you do and have taken the damage that you've taken, I hope that there's a career after it because that's a
Yeah,
thing
he's
where
badass. I think
fighting.
he can. Yeah, he's a cool guy. I don't know. I think he put away some money though, because like he's been a consistent fighter for many years.
I hope so.
Me too. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope he didn't buy too many shiny things.
Bugattis.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I had a feeling we were probably going to be talking about fighting and matchups today.
Great.
And I took the liberty of putting together some imaginary characters and match them up,
Oh, yeah.
like fictional characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
I love this
I
thought
could
exercise.
For the sake of conversation,
All right.
RoboCop versus Rambo.
Ooh.
That's ridiculous.
What?
RoboCop's a robot. He has robot strength.
Yo, man, I'm talking about
Yeah, but-
compound bow with a explosive head
wait.
on it.
Oh wait, not hand to
No.
Oh, hell no.
I'm imagining a Predator scenario where they get dropped on an island, kind of.
Hand to hand.
Sick.
No, I think that they would have the weapons that are typically
You
associated.
can't really
with them.
take RoboCop's weapon. It's stuck in his hip.
He sort of is the weapon.
Listen, this entire matchup
Yeah.
all is predicated upon what is the arena. If this guy has a lot of cover, we're talking especially a jungle scenario.
Okay, how about
Oh, if
RoboCop
there's
is
a mud
fucked.
wall,
Yeah, I know.
RoboCop's fucked.
Okay, how about this? Because it can't be an entire island, but it can't be an octagon because then it's just really hand to hand. What about like your typical paintball range? So just like simulated urban guerrilla warfare.
And you get to bring
You can
whatever
hide-
weaponry that you obviously
can tunnel,
from all
you
your
can breathe
movies.
through a straw.
If you can tunnel and breathe through a sword, Rambo's winning everything.
Oh, dang.
I think so too.
He's coming out of the water with real slow.
But if
with
it's
his
only
fucking-
hiding behind a box with some camouflage
Yeah.
netting,
and sponsor logos everywhere.
Yeah.
it's not looking good.
Spray painted ghillie suits only going to catch it so far. Plus, wouldn't RoboCop have like thermal sensors?
Yeah,
and
robot
stuff?
vision,
infrared.
all that.
But here's the thing: like RoboCop was very, very tough compared to
slow
a
as shit.
man.
No footwork whatsoever.
Very
Slow.
he like Louis J.
Clunky.
Gomez
Yeah.
footwork.
Yeah.
I don't think he took damage all that well.
No,
If
no.
he fell over, he didn't get up quick. I
That's
know
what I'm
that.
saying,
No,
yeah.
you shoot him right in his jawbone. It's exposed.
I know,
Yeah, the eye area, right?
Yeah. No,
It's
right
like he's
below
like a
it.
heavily armed Tin Man.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So we're going Rambo. Who's
believe
next
so.
in the bracket?
How about
Oh, wow. That's, okay.
RoboCop versus 100?
Wait, why is RoboCop again? He lost.
It's
No,
not,
the
I
loser
don't.
bracket.
Okay, fine.
What's your
No,
fucking
no.
infatuation with RoboCop?
No, no,
dude?
I'm down.
These are literally what ChatGPT gave
Oh,
me.
sick.
All right.
It's their beef. Okay.
All right. Dutch from The Predator versus Snake Plissken.
Oh, we talking Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
Or Escape from LA.
Oh, shit. I
He
forgot about
can
that.
surf on that one.
Pliskin is a retard, dude. He
I
can't
know.
fight
Retarded
shit.
like a fox.
I could beat that guy.
Wait, I forgot who the first guy
got
was again.
Dutch
Who's he battling?
from
Dutch.
Predator.
Predator.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Dutch from
Yeah,
Predator.
come kill me.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh wait, who's Dutch?
Isn't he
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger?
Oh,
You know,
Arnold?
noted
Yeah,
Dutch
Arnold
man. Arnold, yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
And the 80s.
Oh,
Yep.
dude,
yep.
he ripped the shit out of Snape.
I think so, bro.
You gotta
But
be
he'll
joking me.
He'll be making jokes the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, he took like multiple punches by the Predator and stayed conscious.
Yeah. All you really need
That
to do
guy
is come
is-
up on Pliskin's left side. He's got.
Right. Yeah, his depth perception is bad.
His change of southpaw.
He can't kick. Those pants are too tight.
No way.
He can't get a foot up near his face. No way.
Doesn't he have an earring you could rip out?
He wouldn't mind that.
Probably would get upset if you messed up his frosted tips, though.
Yeah, right?
yeah, Pliskin
what a
died.
handsome bastard.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Pee-wee
what's that?
Herman could
Who's
beat Snake
RoboCop
Plissken.
fighting next?
150 zombies from World War Z
Sick.
Wait,
What was these zombies?
against RoboCop?
against RoboCop.
Dude, RoboCop destroys them.
I don't know, bud.
Dude, that
You
gun.
gotta think about it. He said 150.
Yes.
First 10, the wave come in. They kill themselves and then pile up. Eventually, RoboCop will be smothered. He needs to breathe air.
No, he doesn't.
Shit.
Yes, he does.
He's a
No.
robot.
He does.
Wait.
He has lungs underneath
No,
that
he
fucking
doesn't.
thing.
It's just a head.
Somebody
No.
Google that shit.
Didn't he drink like
Yeah, he
breast
had to
milk or
drink
something?
stuff.
Didn't he
Yeah,
have
yes.
some kind of
He was
syrupy-
like part man.
If a zombie bites RoboCop, does he become a robo
Fuck
zombie?
Oh,
yeah.
I hope so.
That guy is not going to be beaten.
Well, then he won't be going very fast.
Yeah, finally moving at normal
He
human speed.
Yeah, exactly. So spazzed out.
And if
man.
he doesn't have his helmet on, he is fucked.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's got
yep.
a brain,
See?
a heart,
See?
lungs.
I was
Oh,
right,
okay.
bro. Got you on a
Okay.
technicality.
Okay.
They'll wrestle fuck him. Eventually, he will just
I agree now. I did not know that he had human lungs.
system shut down.
Human
RoboCop
lungs.
was a deeply unsexy man.
Yeah.
Not hot.
He was not hot when he wasn't.
Looks
No,
like
I know.
a penis.
He's just an ugly dude.
Yeah, for
You got
sure.
lucky, man.
Yeah,
Hollywood slipped.
blessed him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What the hell,
That
bro?
was good.
Conan the Barbarian versus the Highlander.
Ooh, shit. This is
Well,
finally,
wait.
no, this is finally like an even battle right
No,
here.
is it?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
wait. If the head comes off,
Yes.
That's what I mean.
it's over.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Okay,
And
but
Conan is
But-
mate.
Swordsman, a
Yeah.
swordsman. Like, he's
Dude,
an expert.
The Highlander has a sick-
Highlander has like 500 years of practice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, it's more than 500.
right? It's like thousands of
Yeah.
years of practice.
Yeah,
So
and he like trained with all the greatest.
Yeah.
you're right. He like
Of
went
every era.
Nah.
the big X factor here is, does Conan understand what a Highlander is and what his fatal flaw is?
No, there's no way.
I don't think he does.
doesn't give a shit. He's already
So he's just
hacking heads.
he's just stabbing him and wondering
Oh,
why
you're
he's
right.
not dying.
Yeah, but he does. He is known for the
head chop?
He's got a good
This is
head
a great,
chop.
this is a
Think
great, this is a
about
great
it.
matchup. Styles make
Think
fights.
about it. Until he figures out the head chop, bro, it's like 500 years of fighting this zombie guy every time.
Yeah, and he is gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Conan is not immortal.
No.
Yeah, he's fucked.
And he's bigger body mass. He's getting in reality, like Conan in reality.
Yeah, size
That
wise.
body's gonna gas quick.
Oh yeah.
You're
It is.
absolutely
Dude,
right.
like Jesus
You're
Christ, he's like
absolutely right.
250 old muscle.
I know. But we're talking movie rules, all right?
Okay, right.
So,
Go back to
but
movie.
still, he gets fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, like he
Eventually
can bite because he bites people, and that's cool. He's got a good punch. Here's one: if you punch the Highlander and knock him out, does he go out?
Yeah.
Because he's not dead.
Well, he goes
He's
out,
just unconscious.
and then you stab
Yeah.
him in his heart, and then he'll heal up somehow.
Right,
They
but
never explained that shit.
He'll
but
recover.
He'll recover. He'll
if-
regenerate.
Yeah, I just think when it comes to who's going to get stabbed first, it's going to be Conan.
Mm-hmm.
First, you
Because the
think?
Highlander's
too much skills.
It's sick.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, because it's
It's
just
sick.
we all right.
Dude,
we
Sean
agree.
Connery taught him the art of the samurai.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, samurai are the greatest swordsmen that ever lived.
Man, I can't
There's no
imagine.
greater training and no greater trainer.
Right?
Really?
No.
And I cannot
What about
imagine.
when he feels the heart of a deer?
Yeah. I mean, Conan
No.
was raised by a wheel.
I mean,
Right, his coach was a wheel.
got a sweet double leg on him.
Yeah, that'd be bad. And the camel punch is
Yeah.
like, dude,
The
that's
camel punch, obviously, but I would hate to hear the lamentations of his women.
yeah. I don't want to hear about them.
1970s movie Chuck Norris versus 1990s movie Van Damme. I don't know the
Dude,
names
Chuck
of their
Norris
characters.
destroys him. Chuck Norris is a real fighter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Van Damme's pussy.
Overhand. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, ballerina.
Sarah Connor versus Ripley,
Ooh, wait, who's Ripley?
the aliens chick.
Mm,
Oh,
Sigourney-
Sarah Connor
Sigourney
beats the
Weaver.
shit out of her.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
she got
she's a
that
dumb
ghetto.
bitch.
She got that L.A. street thug in her. You know what I mean? I think
She's
she goes.
trained.
And this lady was like a scientist on the whole deal. Without, I don't know what equipment does Ripley show up with? Because if it's that fucking loader, I
Oh,
think
dude,
Sarah
she has
Connor.
a loader. That's not fair. That's
well,
like,
Sarah Connor's rolling up with what? Machine guns and whatnot?
oh, wait, we're talking
or just
weaponry.
a big pen that she used to get out of the fucking
Nice.
mental institution.
I mean, once again, I think
This
you
one's
just
got
have
to
them-
be hand to hand, dude.
Okay, all right. Well,
They
if it's
don't
hand to
know
hand,
for their
then I got Sarah Connor for sure because
Yeah,
she's like
easily.
lifted weights. Unlike,
Yeah.
unlike Ripley.
Underhooks, big underhook
Ripley's
girl.
been in space
Yeah,
for
I
like
know.
1,000 years. I
Her
think
body is irradiated and like completely not used to weight at all.
yeah, you'll have some muscle
Fuck.
atrophying when she's actually
Fuck.
back on terra firma.
Atrophied to 100%.
Right now, if they're fighting in space and it's the Hamilton's first day there, now you're in Ripley's
That's
dojo.
different. Yeah. That's her domain. Yeah.
That's sick, man. That is a strange thought experiment, though.
Yeah. Shout out to Chat GPT for this one. Tyler Durden versus Mr. Miyagi.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
What about Prime Miyagi? We never saw him in his
Miyagi?
prime.
Wait, was he ever not in his prime? I mean, the guy when he was 70, like beat the shit out of Kung Fu Master guy.
Not only that, like 16 teenagers in the parking lot, right?
It's true.
And he didn't, there was no like, you did not touch him. He never got a hand on him from anybody.
He was dancing
like,
on him. Yeah.
Maybe not a good idea. And then whoop, man.
Yep.
Like he beat up people where he didn't look like he was stressed.
Neck chops.
Ever.
Yeah, exactly. Just evade.
Yeah, Tyler Durden is not good.
Tyler Durden.
He lost to like a bunch of people.
Toughness, though. Toughness. Tyler Durden will take a beating. That Miyagi is going to be whooping his ass for like at least an hour and a half.
I'm not saying when Mr. Miyagi is punching him in the face and he's bleeding all over the place that Tyler Durden isn't laughing.
Yeah.
But he's laughing all his way to the grave.
Yeah.
Because Miyagi is tearing him apart.
No, Miyagi, look, you think Khabib is a good sportsman? Miyagi would like not kill this guy at all.
He'll lose the fight.
He'll lose the fight, obviously, but
Yeah, he'll pick him back up and be like, next time, good luck, you know.
yeah,
But-
honorable.
Tomorrow you snake my toilet. I trained.
Yeah, because you gotta remember Tyler Durden is the other guy too.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say is to the extent that you think mental strength is a factor in this, nobody is more mentally strong than Mr. Miyagi, and Tyler Durden is an imaginary character
Tyler Durden
created
is
by
two
somebody
people.
with multiple personality
Exactly.
disorder.
Exactly.
And that guy got beat.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we're all in agreement on these.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just going right down the chart.
B.A. Baracus versus Leonidas from the 300.
Ooh, shit.
You gotta be joking me.
Hand to hand, though. We got to go back to hand to hand.
Why?
Oh, you're right.
Oh, wait.
So B.A.'s got a
He has got a gun. Okay, hand to hand.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that tape is devastating.
Stop that jibber jabber. Ready to breakfast and eat hearty. Because tonight we dine in hell.
And he's not. If you said, wait, you're saying Rocky or A Team?
Nah, B.A. Baracus from the A Team. So,
Right, because
Not
B.A.
Clever
Baracus is going down.
well, I'm
hand to
saying,
hand.
no, that
He was
push
undefeated
kick,
on the show.
Yeah, exactly. That push kick, whatever. The uppercut where you fly through the air.
You
The
think
B.A.
Unitas
does.
is eating that uppercut
You
with fucking
think
breath?
so?
Fuck yeah.
Oh my! He'll knock his fucking helmet straight off to the
Fought a
fucking
wolf
moon.
when he was 6 years old.
So what? B.A. Baracus grew up in Compton.
Dude.
Touche.
B.A.'s going to fuck his chick and make Leonidas watch.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
I'm going to disagree on this. I think
Fucking
Unitas.
eye contact. BA's are like, ooh, and his chain swinging back and forth.
Yeah, pitying the fool.
Leonidas has killed hundreds of thousands of people with his bare hands. His wife could beat up B.A. Baracus.
Possible. Does his wife beat
All right,
Sarah
you're
Connor?
Right. You won. Yeah.
Oh, she beats the fuck out of Sarah
I think
Connor.
so.
That bitch beats the fuck out of any other girl on the
Spartans.
streets. Ronda Rousey's sleeping.
Spartans.
Yeah, they're Spartans.
Yeah.
All they do is
Like the
train.
toughest, like Russian, like you think Habib's family's good.
All day in your sandals, fucking sweating. Yeah.
I got a couple more. Jason Bourne versus Kindergarten Cop.
Ooh, that's a good fight.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
That might be a couple rounds.
Yeah, that
That's not
will
over
be.
straight away. That's like a. So I mean, obviously, if Jason Bourne can get into the later rounds,
Nah, bro, listen.
With Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop's getting gas
but
because he's.
no. Listen, Detective John Kimball works on his cardio every morning. He does sit-ups all fucking day, bro. As soon as he gets out of bed, he goes.
Yeah, they don't show nap time
They show
in the
that.
movie.
They show that.
But he's 250.
I know, but what else? He's got
You're
this.
saying this.
Just take him down, wear him out.
Dude, Bone's got spinning elbows and
So
shit.
it's like 5'7". Didn't Tom Cruise play him?
No, it was.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. But no, okay. Wait, are we talking on a crowded city
And
street?
Matt Damon is on steroids.
Yeah, I mean, what are they
On-
talking about?
on
He is
FBI
steroids.
How about they're in the kindergarten classroom so they can like throw little chairs at each other and
Should they
shit?
throw
Oh,
the children at one another?
Bone's gonna win if Bone's allowed to use a child to beat up Kindergarten Cop. It's over.
Yeah.
Because Kindergarten Cop's gonna try and catch the kid because he likes the
Bro,
kid.
he's a master of improvised weaponry. I know.
He is. Yeah.
No.
All
He
right,
can jump out of one building and land in another. Kindergarten Cop cannot do that.
let's do 2 more rounds. I'm saving the final boss for last, obviously.
All right, wait a minute. I got one for Ellis because he's an expert at this kind of thing. How about Jason Bourne versus Rambo on a dirt bike race?
Wow. It's just so much.
No, wait, because Jason Bourne is always fucking ripping off on a dirt bike.
Yeah,
Rambo,
he did that jump. He did the step up in France or whatever, where he like hit the bump and then went up a wall. Obviously, there was another guy that was like a professional guy, but that is
aside,
Jason Bourne.
That's what I'm
living
saying.
in the movie
That's what I'm
world.
saying.
Yes.
Yeah, and Rambo slid out, got up the hill. He's not even very good.
That's why I asked.
He's shit bike rider. Total shit.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, Bourne will destroy. Yeah, Rambo sucks on a
I know. I
dirt
just
bike.
watched that clip. And
I
it
mean,
was
granted,
cracking
that
up.
dirt bike is shitty, but still, dude,
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't make it up that hill. That was a jank move.
Sorry, Tully. What?
No, not at all.
He flipped it. Did he
fucking
drop
with you.
it before that too?
Yes.
Yeah, he fucking sucked.
He didn't know what he was doing.
How about Neo versus the Terminator?
Oh shit.
Wait, is Neo in the Matrix?
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
Neo
you can't really beat that guy, right?
No.
in the Matrix.
Dude, he can fly.
Yeah. He's just like
He
can
can
just-
go inside your chest and explode
He
you.
can call timeout in reality and then,
Yeah.
exactly.
If he loses, he can rebate it.
But then,
and then rip your
but-
dick off and slap you with it a couple
Yeah,
times before
yeah,
you
that's
die.
ridiculous.
But like Neo in the real world is like a sad Keanu Reeves who looks like he has cancer.
Keanu Reeves, when he laughs, goes, hee. Like, dude, he gonna lose. I saw the documentary. It broke my heart, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love Keanu. He's the nicest person
I
ever.
like
He was
ran into him one time and he was like, Leo. And I was like, oh shit, Keanu knows who I am.
Dude, he was on my podcast with Tony,
Oh,
and he
sick.
like asked me about my band and stuff. He researched.
Oh,
me.
he knows. He
I
knows
was
the
like, dude,
community.
you are a player. Like,
Sick.
and he's very nice. Like I was like, hey man, I know I'm not supposed to ask you about John Wick movies because it's for your band. He's like, fuck that. Like ask whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, I
he's
really
cool.
like
He's
it.
cool.
But I watched a documentary on John Wick, and it's him being Keanu. And when he laughs, he goes hee, and I'm like, dude, you're a bitch made. Like I'll kill you.
You know what that is? I know what that is. It's like,
You got bad teeth.
or really?
Yeah, 'cause smoking.
Oh, that does ruin your shit.
But also, still, it's kind of like when Bindi farted. Own it. Like, don't lie.
Oh yeah,
Bindi Owen farted. She's like, nah, man, I didn't fart. Like, dude, it's on the mic. You fucking cranked one. Like, let it go. But yeah, Keanu's like, it's just like, be like, ha.
That's it. That's what got you.
Dude, he does it a lot. Like,
You wouldn't be my bro if
He's
I was
talking
like-
and he's like, and then it was difficult. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening with your hands? He keeps, and it's not like this. It's like he does like little kid.
Like a Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah, you'd like him.
I'm into it.
Well, speaking of Keanu, the last one I've got here is the Terminator versus John Wick.
Dude, you gotta be joking me. Terminator is gonna pull his head off.
I listen. Hand-to-hand combat. You think John Wick was getting close enough with his guitar case full of machine guns, whatever the hell he's got?
Mhm.
He is standing far away, downrange.
Oh, okay.
I think
He's gonna play
distance is his friend.
A distance fight. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Use
Weapons?
the cover,
Yeah.
weaponry. There's no way we can do a mano. Obviously, that's gonna Terminator just gonna
But how
straight
does
fuck
Terminator
you,
die?
asshole.
How does Terminator die from gunshots
Listen, you got to get some kind of pipe bomb, some type of thing in his hip area
and
That's
blow him up?
The only time that I seen a guy kill one, all right, and then use a giant press to put him into. So
Right. So if John Wick has a giant,
yeah,
John Wick has a giant press and a pipe bomb,
Yeah.
Terminator's in trouble.
Well, okay, so
Exactly.
is the T
And he could probably remember when he made the gun out of a bunch of other guns?
Yes.
He could make a pipe bomb out of like a bong and like a toilet bowl or something.
So it says here the T800 is that that's the Arnold
That's the
one.
Arnold version.
Okay.
No.
If it's liquid Terminator,
right?
Liquid, yeah.
Agreed. You can beat the Arnold one can be beat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Somebody's done it
yeah,
before.
Sarah Connor did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she was pretty beat up after it, but
Yeah.
she did it.
I'm
So
saying.
it might turn out she's the toughest movie character who ever lived. Wow.
Because that is a
Unless we're in space.
right. And then
when you're in a fight, bro, you're gonna take some damage. I think John Wick gets out of this one not unscathed, but definitely figures out a way to win.
he can take a beating.
Yeah.
He can, right?
And he keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
He's like the Energizer bunny. He goes hard.
There you go.
If they go to the hotel with the glass floor,
I got one for you.
All right.
A boxing fight. You versus me.
Oh, what?
Ellis Mania 22.
Oh my God! It stuck me in there to promote a boxing fight. All right.
Who you got?
I mean, me all day. But if the Terminator shows up, he's fucked too.
Yeah, we're both fucked if that happens. I think you and I don't win, and the fans do.
They do. They do. We'll batter each
I
other.
fought you before.
Hey, listen, we all in the sparring, we almost turned into a fight. I
A
like,
little
was like,
bit.
oh,
Just for a second, he
just
breathed
for a
heavy.
second.
He did like a, and I was like, hey.
No, I was saying I did that to let you know. We're gonna. You want to fight then? I was like, oh, you want to fight? I was like signaling.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. But I remember when we kickboxed each other, and there was a fan. She was Danielle. I'll never forget it. And you were beating me like badly. And at one point, I held on to you, and I was just over your shoulder, and she was in the crowd crying.
I saw her.
Like, make it stop. And I
know.
was like, wow, am I getting beaten that bad? Because that lady's crying.
I was comboing you and shit,
Yeah.
but I didn't hit you in the head because I was like,
No, I know.
fuck that.
You could have killed me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
but you kicked me in the stomach as hard as you could. That's
I
for sure.
did. Bro,
He
that was a manly
goes,
beating
go
you
down,
took.
go down. I was like, your mom goes down.
I know. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
That was a fun one, bro. We had a
It
good
was.
one.
That was a bonding experience for me. Because I was like,
bro.
after, I was like,
You cannot be a bro
I
with
really
somebody
love,
you went through that
I really
with.
love you, dude.
Yeah,
And then when you choked me out in the jiu-jitsu thing where I was out, and I wake up and I'm like, I'm on the mat in a stadium, and I see Everlast, and I'm like, Everlast, what's he doing here? Why am I in a boxing ring? And you're standing up and like, what are you doing, bro? And I'm like, oh, wow, I should have tapped a little bit sooner. That was fun.
That was fun, bro. We were wild.
Yeah, that was good times. All right, we're supposed
Somebody
to stop.
rocked the Ellis Mania shirt the other day when I was filming my own show that's beginning now. I don't even know
What
what
is your
the
own show
website
that's beginning
is.
now? Oh, we're not ready.
I don't even know. No,
Sick
but
promo, dude.
I'm filming it. I know.
I got a
filming
new
it.
show. Maybe.
Oh, wait. Go follow
Oh, here we go.
Mayhem Worldwide on YouTube. 0 followers right now. Nothing. I'm going to grow it organically from the bottom up. I'm going to do it.
That's
I'm going to do
usually
it.
how they.
I even already got merch for you guys.
Oh,
Nice.
Tully,
no
here you go,
website
bro.
or merch.
No website. Mayhem now.
Wait, is it the old school
Mayhem, now?
t-shirt?
It's the old school Mayhem t-shirt. Mayhem
nice.
Future T.
You got extra large because you realized I grew.
You did grow. You did grow.
Respect that.
All right.
Yeah, everybody go check out his podcast.
MayhemNow.com.
And thanks for being on the show, dude.
Man, thank you, bro. This is the best experience, man. I missed you guys so much, man, and I'm so glad to be back on the scene.
And then when I take the bare knuckle fight, start training camp.
Oh, bro, if you're gonna do we're
I
gonna
need your help.
Greco-Roman. You gotta get over your aversion to wrestling because that shit is a wrestling match and a boxing match. Every time I see them guys fight, that is a damn Greco-Roman wrestling match,
'Cause of the
and
clinch?
I happen to be an expert at that.
Oh, I remember one time you had me in the clinch and I couldn't get out, and you're like, "That's not how you get out, stupid," and kept beating me up. And I remember like, I have no more in my lungs to live.
I showed you that. I showed you how. We'll go over it now.
But it was like, I've had frustrating times with you while you were beating me up and you're trying to give me advice. And I'm like, can you at least look like it's difficult? Like, come on, man, don't give up. And I'm like, I'm dying. Like, you're killing me. I told him the other day, one of the times where Catherine was here, and I was like, the most humbling experience was I was on my back and you were over the top of me and you were like, get up, Ellis, get up. And and I was like, oh, this is how you die. Like, if you don't know, then this is the end. Like, this is how it ends for people. And I was like, and he's talking to me and giving me encouraging words.
I've done this since I was a little kid, yo.
Yeah, it was very good. Anyway, thanks for being on the show. If you want to see more Jason Ellis show, we have a Patreon, 4 live shows a week, patreon.com/Ellis, mate. And then if you want to see me in Canada or Australia,
Sick.
thejasonellis.com for tour dates. I'm going all around your country and my country. Don't die.
Man, that's great.